Good morning, all of you. I again welcome you all to Shri Rama Bharati Public School online classes. I, Gurpreet Kaur, welcome you all to your computer class. So let's start with our today's topic. Today again we will start with the same chapter, that is chapter number 4, special keys. But our today's topic is, today we are going to learn about the special keys. Today we are going to learn about the special keys. Special keys. Now the special keys are those keys that are used for a specific task. Special keys are those keys that are used for a specific task, such as giving commands, playing games, moving cursor, and many more much things that we can do with the help of these special keys. So let's start. Key is the space bar key. First special key is the space bar key. It is used to add a blank space between letters, words, or numbers. Basically, it is used to give the space between the letters, numbers, or words while typing. It is the longest key on the keyboard. It is the longest key on the keyboard. Okay, here in this diagram you can see our cursor position is here between the national and bird. When we press the space bar, then you are able to see that there is a space between national and bird. Then there is a space between national and bird. Here it is no space, but after pressing the space bar key, you are able to give the space between the national and bird. So this is a use of a space bar. Space bar is used to give a single space. Space bar is used to give only a single space. Now in this diagram, in this figure, you are clearly able to see that this is the space bar key. This is the longest key in the keyboard. This is the longest key in the keyboard. This is basically the space bar. I hope it's clear to everyone. The next key we are going to learn here is the tab key. Tab key. The work of tab key is also used to give the space. The work of tab key is also used to give the space between the letters or words. But the difference between space bar and tab key is that a tab key moves the cursor to write by 5 spaces at a time. That means that when we are using the space bar key, we are able to give only single space between the words. But with the help of space bar key, we are able to give the 5 spaces at a time. We are able to give the 5 spaces at a time. You can see here in this figure, when we are pressing the national bird, between the national bird a space bar, then only a single space is there. But when we are pressing the tab key, you are able to see that there is a lot of space between the national and bird. We can say it is 5 spaces between these two words. This is the tab key here. It is above the caps lock key. It is above the caps lock key. The symbol of the tab key is this. One left arrow and one right arrow. 2 arrows are there on this key. This is a symbol of a tab key. This is a symbol of a. After that there is a enter key. After that there is a enter key. It is used to move the cursor to the next line. It is used to move the cursor to the next line. It does not type anything on a monitor. It doesn't type anything on a monitor. There are 2 enter keys on a standard keyboard. Okay, they are of different shapes. Here example is written that if you are writing I am a Sarah, I am 6 years old. I study in Rama Bharati Public School, without pressing the enter key. That means that you are writing in a single line. But if you want to write, my name is Sarah, and in the next line, I am 6 years old. Then after my name is Sarah, you have to press the enter key. Then you are able to write I am 6 years old in the next line. I hope it's clear. Here you can see the different shapes of the enter key. One is this and one is this. One is L shape and this arrow is there on this key. And one is simple enter is written. That is a rectangular shape. I will show you in the diagram. Here you are able to watch that there are two enter keys on the keyboard. One is near to the alphabet keys and one is near to the numeric keypad. One is on the numeric keypad and one is near to the alphabet keys. These are the two shapes of the enter keys. These two are used to enter to the next line. Now the next key is the caps lock key. Caps lock key. Basically it is used to type letters in capitals or uppercase. Uppercase means capital letters. Lowercase means small letters, small ABC. So caps lock is used to type letters in capitals or uppers. In order to use this key, you need to turn it on. We have to press this key and on it. After that, we are able to write the capital letters. Pressing once, this key is turned on, and pressing it again, it is turned off. Now here, this is the caps lock key. It is below the tab key. It is below the tab key. This is basically the caps lock key. This is basically the caps lock key. When you press this key, here caps lock is written. This light becomes green. This light becomes green. It means your caps lock is on. It means your caps lock is on. When there is no light here, it means caps lock key is off. So you can identify from here whether caps lock is on or whether caps lock is off. Here light will blink. After that there is arrow keys. There is arrow keys. Arrow keys are used to move the cursor in left, right, up and down positions. In left, right, up and down positions. These keys are present next to the numeric keypad. These are present next to the numeric keypad. These keys are also called cursor control keys. These keys are also called cursor control keys. Basically, there are 4 arrow keys. First is up. It is used to move the cursor up. Second is down. It is used to move the cursor down. Next is left arrow, used to move the cursor to the left. Right arrow, used to move the cursor to the right. Used to move the cursor to the right. Here you can see that these are the 4 arrow keys that are highlighted. These are the 4 arrow keys. Up arrow, down arrow, left arrow and right arrow. There are 4 arrow keys basically that are used to move the cursor on the screen up, down, left or right. They are also called the cursor control keys. Next key is backspace key and delete key. These both keys are work like an eraser. These both keys are work like an eraser. Now what is the difference between them? Now listen carefully. Every time you press this key, the character typed left to the cursor. The character typed left to the cursor is erased. But when you are pressing the delete key, a character or letter typed right to the cursor is erased. The character or letter typed right to the cursor is erased. Basically, Basically, this is the difference between the delete and backspace key. Delete and backspace keys can erase in opposite directions. They both are used to erase the letters, but they work on the opposite directions. One is on left side, one is on right side. With this example, we can clearly understand, that what is the difference. Here you can see the cursor is here. Here you can see that cursor is here between P and U. Okay, now if you press the backspace key, then you are able to delete the letter to the left of the cursor. This is the left side. This is basically left side and this is the right side. So you are able to delete the cursor to the left or to the back of the cursor with the help of backspace. So here when you press backspace, P is removed. P is removed. But with the help of delete key, you are able to delete the letter to the right of the cursor, Here you can see when you press the delete key, you are able to delete the U. Here P is there, but by pressing the delete key, you are able to delete the U letter. It is on the right side. So you have to learn that while pressing the backspace key, we are able to delete the back letter of the cursor or the left side letter of the cursor. When you are pressing the delete key, you are able to delete the right side of the cursor, letter to the right side of the cursor. So this is the difference between backspace and delete key. Here you can see in this diagram that this is a backspace key and this is also a backspace key. In most of the computers, in most of the keyboards, it is written backspace. But some keyboards are also there on which backspace is not written, only a symbol is there. So on the backspace key, there is a symbol like this. This is a symbol of backspace. So you have to learn this symbol, that this is a symbol of backspace key. If backspace is not written, that means this symbol key is used for the backspace. And delete key is here. Delete key is above the arrow keys. Delete key is above the arrow keys and backspace key is in the number key line. And backspace key is in the number key line. You have to learn this. I hope it's clear to everyone that today we have learnt about the special keys. Special keys. What are the special keys we have learnt? Backspace, delete, enter, caps lock, arrow key, spacebar key and tab key. We have learned these 7 keys in the special keys. Okay, for the next type of keys we will learn in the next class. So stay tuned with us. Bye bye everyone. Have a nice day. Enjoy your day.